Hey everyone, it's Tim. Thank you so much for listening to the show, and if you want to support the pod, there's 3 ways you can do it. Head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/improvisdead and become an improv pervert. For $5 a month, you get bonus eps and more. You can also leave us a review, which helps other listeners like you find us on Apple and Spotify. And finally, tell someone you know and love about the pod. You just can't beat word of mouth. Again, thanks so much for listening, and enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Improv is Dead. I am 1/3 of your hosting trio. Dan, Tim, and Damien both off this week. This is a very unique week for us. Tim and Damien are in Chicago, and I am flying solo this week. However, I am joined by 2 of my good friends, 2 good real-life friends and 2 good Twitter friends, Ben Flores and Sarah Black. They co-host a couple of podcasts, Pod Save Me and Crimewatchers. Sarah, Ben, how we doing?
We're doing well. It is.
Great.
It is. Please save me. It is. Please save me. Although Pod.
What did I say?
But we are also the
Pod
co-hosts
Save
of
Me.
Pod Save
Did
America.
I say pod? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was like a total
But-
Freudian
well,
slip.
we
I guess
do
I
have a-
honestly don't even listen to Pod Save America. I'm sorry. I've been on Please Save Me, so I know that. I think I just
No, that's great
I think
because
you're
we
reading
also
our
are now.
minds. I think you're reading
Yeah.
our minds. We do host Pod Save Me as well. We don't publish it. It's just sort of every week we record one where it's like a
We are
politics
reacting
podcast.
to Pod Save America.
Exactly.
It's a reaction
yeah,
podcast.
it's a reaction show to
Yeah,
Pod Save
yeah.
America. Well, you guys, we're going to link those in the show notes here so you
Great.
can check those out here. Thank you both so much for joining us on relatively short notice here. How does it feel? You guys feel like you're kind of sitting in Tim and Damien's like seats right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yep, I know Tim runs
Yeah.
hot, so I actually did. I put a heating pad right under myself here to really feel like I'm in his seat.
Nice, dude. You both have great setups. I will say that. You both look like true podcasters.
That's amazing to hear. This is actually not a consistent setup. This is my boyfriend's office that he works
really?
out
Your
of.
dog just jumped in right
Yeah.
when I said that. He jumped into your frame.
Whereas I
Yeah.
have really tried to make mine look like a podcast setup. You could see I've got the samurai sword mounted up behind me.
Yeah.
I got all the bang energy memorabilia.
And how much did that gaming chair cost?
Yeah. Oh, this gaming chair. Well, this is actually interesting. This
That
gaming
could
chair
have
is one
been 10,000
You actually
easy.
can't buy these. You can only win these.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's Mountain Dew branded.
Yeah, it's sort of
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever watched Game of Thrones, but I paid the equivalent of the iron price for for this one.
I've never watched Game of Thrones, but that sounds so
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah, you can only win it. I paid the Sega price for this chair.
That rocks.
Sarah, what's this tree behind you here? Do you know what type of tree this
I
is?
do actually. This is a pink rubber tree. This is not our tree. We're babysitting this tree and a
What?
fiddle leaf fig in another room in the house. A friend.
How long are you babysitting it for?
Indefinitely. A friend of mine. She used to live in Chicago. She moved to Austin, Texas, for a while, and she, didn't. She thought she'd be coming back to Chicago at some point, so we decided to watch these plants for her. And I actually got news recently that she might not ever be coming back to Chicago because she
Really?
might be getting a job in DC. So
How did she like Austin compared to Chicago?
I think a question I'm probably more equipped to answer is how do I like Austin better than Chicago, which is
Okay.
Oh,
not.
somebody's been to therapy. Wow.
I visited her
Well, it
there.
just said because she moved and then said
Yeah.
she was going to move back. You don't usually move to a place and then go like, I'm definitely going to be back.
She was working on a political campaign, so she moved there for a specific reason during like the height of the pandemic, and thought, I'll be back to Chicago at some point in time. I don't think she has exactly loved living in Austin. I think it's been kind of eye-opening for her to see what that city has become. She's from Dallas area originally, so
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. She's got a really cool life. I
you
said
like
that like it was a
Austin?
joke,
You
and it
dig it?
wasn't. She does have a very cool life.
All the information you've given us has
Yeah.
made it seem
Yeah.
like it's very cool.
She's got 2 cool trees that I'm looking at.
Three
And so
three
you've had
axe
those now
throwing
for
bars per
2+
capita.
years.
We we actually only acquired them recently. They've been traveling from friend to friend. Multiple friends of hers have been watching after these. Yeah, basically. So yeah, we're just an Airbnb for these trees.
But now you think you're gonna hold on to them?
I would hope so. They look really nice in our apartment, and we have like kind of lofted ceilings, so they can sort of grow as tall.
I don't understand why anybody would get rid of them.
Well, because she didn't have room.
Well, I understand she had to move, but I'm saying the person that had you in between.
She also moved.
Like, oh my god!
And have you considered that the trees might be cursed?
That is interesting because my life has changed a lot since these trees came into them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually do a little bit more.
Do a little research. Say some spells.
Is there such thing as a good curse?
You definitely. Good omens.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
A good curse?
My life has just changed.
Yeah, it's called a blessing.
A blessing.
A witch issued a blessing upon these trees. No, they're great, and I love them. And
ferns.
It's funny. The friend actually recently came to visit, and I told her, the trees are taller than Mike now, who is 6'4". And
Mike's your boyfriend.
Mike is my boyfriend who I live with. Yeah. Okay. My dog's name is Kermit. But
got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I actually knew that from Twitter.
Yeah.
And I think it's so helpful that you have you do have a cardboard cutout of Mike back there by the tree, a life-size one, so we can see that you've been pacing the growth of the tree to Mike.
Yeah, and you can move his hand to show how tall it is. Yeah.
Well, you said you were getting into gardening when we started this. I asked what was the life, and you said you were getting into gardening. So, are the trees much maintenance or no?
The trees are not actually much maintenance. They are pretty self-sufficient now that they're like growing and like grown. What we do, and this is something that we learned from a previous babysitter of the plants, you can put a terracotta spigot into the soil, and then you can flip a wine bottle full of water into the spigot, so it's like upside down in there, and the terracotta spigot sort of self-regulates how the water gets into the soil, so you don't have to like manually water it every time. It sort of self-waters. And then, of course, it has a huge wine bottle sticking out of it, which isn't...
I was just going to say, so you have to have a wine bottle sticking out, but it's cool looking.
Yeah, and actually they chose some nice wine bottles. Yeah, it's like a cool thing. And then I walked by somebody's raised planter recently.
You used it as like a flex? You use like a
well, it's not my wine bottle. It's a previous owner's wine bottle.
Use like a leftover bottle of wine. You got it.
Charles Shaw.
Jean George or something.
Yeah. It's Menage a Trois. Like that $12 brand from CVS.
Yeah, I think
I'm actually my tastes are a little bit more refined. I drink Menage a Quattro. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I knew that would be kind of that would
send
a chill up
Don't worry,
your spine.
Ben. We can edit on the back half too, so we can take that out.
Okay, all right, yeah. I do appreciate you taking that out because what the listener won't have heard, of course, is that I counted in French as high as I could. I repeated the joke. I said menage a cinco, menage a cinq, and I went on and on.
Yeah. And you tried all different kinds of languages too, which is kind of cool.
Menage a seven.
I'll give you credit, Ben. We went to Paris for our honeymoon, and I still get self-conscious when I say it. I spent the whole week. I could never pronounce merci correct.
I can't pronounce. I can't say bonjour correctly. I can't say.
Only one I can do is
like
croissant.
Such an idiot.
Croissant.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Croissant.
Yeah,
croissant. That's dead on. It is like the most beautiful language. It is such an incredible. It is such a sexy language.
Yeah,
to come back
it's
to the
very
States
cool.
And you're just like
yuck.
Ben, do you have a garden at your place?
I do. Oh my God, I have an abandoned garden. Okay,
really?
We have lots of kind of native plants, that need relatively low water. But I have attempted gardening. I spent hundreds of dollars building raised beds, from scratch myself, like figuring it all out, leveling ground and everything. And then like when the first wave of heat hit in the summer that I did that, like every fucking thing that I planted died. Every last thing. Like just hundreds of dollars down the drain.
No.
And I have not brought myself to like that
try
was like
again.
A couple seasons ago, and I haven't really taken a stab at it again because the difficulty of balancing the sun exposure here for me feels so hard here in southern. I live near you here in the LA area, that it's like when we hit this time of year, August, it's like if you miss like one day of watering, like
You're
everything
toast.
just dies. you know,
Yeah.
and that's what it was
Yeah.
last time. It wasn't like I missed like a week. It was like I missed a couple days, and like all the tomatoes and cucumbers I had starting to pop just went. So I do not have a green thumb.
I don't know how anything really grows in this area, but I guess
it's a miracle.
So much
you know,
does.
it's
So much does. They grow so much out here, but I guess it's different regions than where we're at. But yeah, we had the same deal. We had like tomatoes and stuff, and when we were in Chicago, we used to grow them real big, real ripe, real juicy, and then we came out here and they were like.
We have kind of a strange
shriveled
setup
little-
in that we're on a 4th story, so it's like on our deck.
4th story.
Yeah.
Do you have an elevator?
We do have an elevator. Yeah, it's broken most of the time though, so it's mostly a walk
So
up.
you gotta walk up those. You gotta walk up 4 stories.
Yeah.
You have indoor steps.
Yeah, we
Okay,
do.
good.
So we have this deck, and it's closer to the sun, and there's
Yeah,
no
it's
like
yeah.
umbrella or anything. So everything bolts, which is the name for when it grows too fast, too tall, too fast, and then it starts flowering.
Oh.
So like
I've never heard that.
I have
term.
basil
Okay.
that's flowering, which is obviously
want it to
bad.
flower.
You don't want it to
gotta,
flower. You gotta snip it. My
isn't that where the
cilantro all
phrase
flowered.
"gone to seed" comes from? Am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
I think it's like gone to seed. I could be so wrong. I think like when
Yeah.
it flowers, it's like gone to seed. But that doesn't make sense, of course, because
It's
the
gone
seeds
to
are in the
seed.
fruit. So I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, I am gonna pause really quick. My dog is whining, and I don't want my mic to pick it up.
No
So hold
worries.
on.
Yeah, you're fine.
I got my daughter we got her this kids book about featuring this pug, and I guess it's a series about this pug.
Pig the
Pig
Pug?
the Pug.
You know I'm Pig the Pug guy.
We got her Pig the Pug, takes Halloween or something, and
Oh, we haven't gotten the Halloween one
okay,
yet.
so
Is
it's
it
about
good?
this pug. Well, I'd never read any of these books before. It is good, but it's this pug. He loves Halloween. He's very selfish. He's always trying to get all the
Right,
candy for
by Aaron
himself.
Blabey.
By Aaron Blabey. Pig the Pug is always trying to get all the candy for himself. And this book, this little kid's book, takes a real turn about 2/3 of the way through, where Pig the Pug gets very greedy, and he eats a whole shitload of chocolate.
Well, his name is
And-
Pig.
This other dog tries
Yeah.
to stop him from eating the chocolate. He goes, dogs.
Trevor.
He goes, Trevor. Is Trevor like an often
Okay,
a helpful?
Dan. Jeez, Louise.
Dude, I'm
Trevor.
all
His
in
name
on
is
the
Tr-
pug,
his
on
friend's
the
name is
pig
Trevor.
Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some respect
has a
on
name.
Wiener
Trevor's
dog
name.
Trevor, when was he nice to him? I'll tell you when never.
Yeah. Puts
Pig was a pug. I'm sorry to say. He'd often tell lies just to get his own way.
And you don't have any kids,
know,
right, Dan?
I don't. No.
exactly. But Pig eats all this chocolate, and Trevor's like, dogs choke on chocolate, and Pig, like, over a 2-page Playboy centerfold spread, Pig throws up like everything that he's eaten. So they spin Pig around to
a
make him.
centerfold spread. I see what you're saying. Like it's 2 pages of the book of him.
Yes,
Of
and
him
they like
barfing.
make Pig.
I thought there was some
sick.
context in the book where Pig was looking at a.
He's looking at a.
Playboy
Yes, his eyeballs are going
like,
goo
what?
goo
He's
gaga
jacking
out
off
of his
and
head on
he's puking up.
springs. His eyeballs go out of his head on springs. His tongue rolls out so far that Trevor has to roll it back into his mouth.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So you get a
there's a
full
2-page
two-page spread of him
where they
puking.
make Pig sick, so that they basically give Pig ipecac, so he'll throw up all the chocolate and he learns his lesson. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how
really
this
good.
book
good
goes.
stuff.
I have the one where he is very competitive and he eats too fast and then swallows the bowl.
Oh, funny. So
a
Pig
good
is
one.
kind of a greedy, piggy little dog.
He's
Yeah.
the id, you know.
Uh-huh. And Trevor's the ego.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do Trevor and Pig share a household? They have the same owners.
Mhm,
Cool.
Yeah, and Trevor's like nice and like shares, and Pig always has to like learn his lesson.
Nice. There's a pug in my building named Seamus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cute. He's got a little cinnamon roll tail.
Ooh, those are nice.
Yeah, they're so cute. Kermit likes them a lot.
Except, yeah, they were like, yeah. It's always tough with dogs because every cute thing is like we bred this into this thing.
Not mine.
You know what I mean?
He's a little bit of
What
everything.
kind of dog do you have?
He's just everything.
Oh, you got mutt.
Yeah,
that's
big-
how we
big
did it
time
too
mutt.
growing up. Guys, I feel great. You guys ready to jump into this? Had some really good,
Never
good
been
insight
readier.
into your lives.
Ben's shaking his head no. He's crying.
I'm crying a little bit. Yeah.
I'm not ready.
Anyone have a scene idea? If not, I can pitch one here.
You can
Hit
pitch.
us, Dan.
How about we just do this? How about a simple scene? We'll have Sarah and Ben. Ben will have Sarah is like house sitting your plant for a little bit. All right, you're going out of town or whatever.
my God, these are gorgeous. I did not realize you had this kind of like greenhouse conservatory. What do you even call this area?
Yeah. Thanks. That's what's up. We call this the solarium. This is the solarium. Yeah, it came
gorgeous.
came with the pad. Came with the pied à terre,
And all the plants
as I like to
came
call
with it
yeah.
too?
No. These babies are all my own. These are my lovely ladies, as I like to call them. And they are very particular, so I'm glad that you are going to be shepherding them along.
Yeah.
As some of these ladies are, I've been with them since they were pups. This little ficus here, she's blossoming into a queen, isn't she?
Yeah, she's gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like stop by every other day, give what looks like it needs a drink, and then I can, if there's anything sort of out of sorts, I can just like text you a picture or something. That's about it.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that.
Wait, why do you have this? What is this? A notebook with more instructions?
Yeah, this is the notebook that shows you where the notebooks are. This is
okay.
Yeah, so if you pop that open, this is my index. I've got basically I've developed my own Dewey Decimal System.
Oh yeah.
And so if you follow this guide and if you follow it correctly, it's going to bring you into my library where
Rodney Decimal System. That's cool.
Yeah, that's the RDS.
Name.
And so the RDS guides the way, and that's trademarked, by the way. RDS
the
guides the way.
RDS guides the way is trademarked.
The RDS guides the way. That's the system.
That's great.
And so if you follow...
Go ahead. Yeah,
it'll take you into the library, and in the library is where the tomes are, and the tomes are where the magic happens, and the magic is what keeps the lovely ladies alive. Are you following me?
Yeah, more or less. So basically, I use this notebook as a guide where I find the book about each specific plant, and within each specific book about each specific plant, there's the care instructions pertaining to that plant.
Yeah. Follow the table of contents to keep the ladies content. Is what I like to say.
Oh, that's funny or cute or it's good.
You didn't laugh,
like it
though, but
yeah. Okay, cool.
So is 40 good?
Dollars?
Yeah.
For 3 weeks?
Babe, where are you going? It's like 3 a.m. Where are you going?
To Rodney's solarium.
What?
Yeah, there's like there's this like fern. There's a fern that needs like if it doesn't get water at 3:30 on the dot during a full moon, then it just kind of shrivels up. And Rodney told me if I don't
you gotta work in the morning?
Yeah, but he told me if I don't do this, then I don't get any of the $40 that he promised me. So I gotta go. I need this $40 so bad, babe. I promise it'll pay off.
What do you got?
It's almost Valentine's Day, okay? And then you'll know.
I don't want anything.
Well, maybe it's for me.
Want you.
Maybe it's a gift for both of us, Maybe I can't tell you what it is. I just got to go before 3:30 or else, we're both in trouble, okay?
You know what I want? You know what I want for Valentine's Day? I want to sleep through the night with my girlfriend. Is that so much to ask?
Then why do you keep waking me up in the middle of the night and kissing me every single night? If you want to sleep so bad, why are you kissing me in the middle of the night all the time and rubbing up against me, behind me? You don't want to sleep through the night.
I've been trying to show you funny TikToks.
At 3.
I don't want to scare you.
You don't want to scare me, so you kiss me.
I'm on my
and
phone late, so I try to nestle you real quickly and show you this funny TikTok.
Yeah.
I just saw this funny TikTok. Well, look at this.
Oh my God.
You see that? You see that dog?
Yeah. And whoa. That's chocolate.
Yeah.
They should not be eating that.
The size of that.
Yeah, they
thing.
should not be.
Yeah, he eats so much chocolate.
Oh my God.
It's so fucking funny. Watch. Just wait, watch.
Now he's puking.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Isn't that
It's
hilarious?
like a Playboy centerfold puking.
Yeah, isn't that so funny? Yeah, that's what I said.
Babe, I love you, dude. This rocks. It's really good.
I love you too. I love you so much.
I swear this Valentine's will be so worth it.
Would you like me to remove the other place settings, sir? It's just that you've been here for your reservation was at 7:30 and
I don't think she's
9.
Do you need more place settings?
We like to keep our inventory.
Like, what is this?
We like to keep.
Just out of curiosity, it seems like the
track
place
of
is
the
at
inventory.
max capacity right now, so I don't understand like what removing the other place setting, how that would benefit you.
Well, if there's an incident, for example, or
Someone needs like an extra plate.
yeah, if somebody, let me paint you a hypothetical. Somebody receives a dramatic gift from their loved one. It's Valentine's Day after all. They receive a dazzling diamond with.
I don't give a shit.
Brilliant.
Take the plate. Yeah, that's fine. Just take the plate, man. I don't care.
Thank you. And can I interest you in? Would you like more? What is this? Iced tea? Would you like more iced tea?
Yeah, can you give me something stronger?
Sure. Arnold Palmer.
And Arnold Palmer
Yeah,
would be
of course.
great. That sounds
Absolutely.
amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. Right away, sir. Right away.
You guys look happy.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank
we
you.
are.
Yeah, we are.
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day,
Day.
huh?
Yep.
We are.
Let me guess. 38 years.
Old?
Yeah.
No, how long you been together?
Oh.
I thought
Only 15.
only 15 years.
Sorry, actually our 15th anniversary. We
Oh,
we had our first date on Valentine's Day 15 years ago.
I fell in love with her the day that I met her. She was the only other singleton in the bar.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We were
We both
at-
got stood up.
Yeah, we both got stood up. We were at
really?
Jake's Pub.
And you guys love each other, huh?
Yeah, most days.
Wow. It's just weird because she's so much more attractive than you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know,
Yeah,
he used to
good
be
for
a
you,
good
man.
he used to be a good-looking guy.
Yeah? Get out of here. What happened?
Time,
Time,
honestly. Yeah,
life.
I
time.
bet you hate that mayor, huh? After everything he said about you guys.
Yeah, we both don't vote for him, of course.
Yeah, you're referring to the incident, of course. Is that where? Because a lot of people are comfortable striking up a conversation with us because they recognize us, of course.
From everything that
the-
happened.
Right. The mayor who, of course, when we were running on the
Trail.
Burling, we were running on the trail, and we were running on the trail, and they caught that footage of us, and the mayor used it in his campaign to show how the city was going downhill. Because we had that footage of us running every year, and as I became less and less attractive, the mayor said this is what was happening to our city, and a lot of people say he won the election off the strength of that video.
Yeah, people really like metaphors.
People love metaphors.
I just meant because you were bald.
Yeah, he definitely
That
paid a lot
too.
of attention to the hair loss in the video. He kind of there were the TikTokers, of course, and the YouTubers and the subredditors who were tracking the
Xers.
loss of my hairline.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think it wasn't. A lot of people think they replaced me. Can you believe that? They replaced me with a different me. And that I'm not
Really?
the same guy as was in the first video.
Yeah, and he's not
Wow.
even famous for anything but that,
There's a
and
lot
but
of
people
conspiracy.
think that he's replaced. And he's
People were-
not. By the
No, I
way,
can-
he's not.
Now, I can assure
Okay.
you that there are certain physical traits that are defining characteristics,
Yeah.
and those never change.
You think I've stayed with him for 15 years for nothing? Still.
Good for you guys.
Yeah,
I'm happy for
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
You
so
can't get a
you-
cock like this with Botox, my friend. This happens all naturally.
Wow, you got it out, huh? Just pulled it out right out of here, huh?
They kind of let me do whatever I like here in
Yeah, we
Jim,
spent
in Jim
thousands of dollars
George.
here.
I'm a member of the.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I'm a
Put
member.
it away. I see it.
No, don't put it away. That's dessert.
That's what you get for being a member of the Jim George freaking Diners Club.
Yeah.
They let you.
They let you.
Whatever
Just
you
whip
want
it
to do,
out.
they let you do it. What brings you out tonight? Why the long face?
And
Can you look at me? Now you're just looking at it. It's like you started having a conversation with yourself the second that thing
well,
came
you tell
out.
yourself something. You ask yourself a question. Which one of these things is better to look at? Sad guy at the bar or a sad guy at a table all alone, just got his place setting taken away from him, or beautiful, beautiful cock sitting on a plate which is sitting on a charger with a
Is that why they
placemat
need the extra
underneath
fucking
it.
plates in here? Is that honestly why they need the extra plates in here?
And I have to say, sir, I heard that conversation you had with the waiter, that very rude conversation you had about him taking away the plate. And what I noticed, of course, is that
I was rude in that conversation.
he was
Yeah,
so
you
kind as
were.
not to bring up that you've had 7 entrees. And
Yeah.
that you have all 7 entrees out in front of you, and you've been
I'm munching.
You've been picking at them for 90 minutes. You've been picking. What do you have there? You have surf and turf. You have surf and turf. You have a chicken fried steak. You have,
You're
you
the
have
soup
big
of the day.
soup of the day.
I'm grazing. I'm grazing.
Split pea.
I'm doing I'm doing this little TikTok challenge because I close my eyes and I see if I can guess which entree it is when I eat it.
Oh, which one tastes like steak and which one tastes like split pea soup? Must be really tough.
Yeah.
Must be super tough.
I'm doing the entree challenge. You think you could do it?
Yeah, I do.
Close your
I do.
eyes.
Okay, my eyes are
Close
closed.
your eyes. Close your
They're
eyes. All right.
closed.
Open your mouth.
What the fuck?
Open your mouth. I'm closing my eyes too, so help guide my hand, because I don't want to know which one I'm picking. So I'm gonna pick one of my entrees. Okay.
Is it on a spoon or
And
is it on a
then
fork?
Your husband, I don't know. Your husband's gonna take my hand. I want you to guide my hand to your wife's mouth. Okay, so she can try this, and then she tells me what entree it is. Okay, so
I
it's
can
gonna be a double blind
see.
slide.
I could
So
see. I could see what's
you're
on the
the
fork.
only one
We're
who
gonna
knows,
take
so
the
you
fork-
know I'm not trying to pull
Take the
pull
fork
one over
from
on
you. I
her.
don't have to guide your hand to my wife's mouth. Take the fork
no,
from you.
because then
You might- I
no.
understand. You
'Cause
might
then
tamper
could
with it. You might tamper with it.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
This has to be totally a double
I wanna
blind
do this
study.
right.
So
I
I
wanna
will
do this
close
right.
my eyes. Sir,
I'm
you
doing this
take my
right.
you guide my hand to your wife's mouth. You taste it and then see if you can guess whether this is surf and turf, split pea soup, or steak, or the
Wait,
enchiladas.
what's the difference
You can
between
do it,
surf
honey.
and
You can
turf
do
and
it.
steak?
You can do it, honey. You
gotta
can do
guess.
this. You can do
Okay,
this. You got to show
okay.
this guy what's what. Come on, you can do it. You can identify it.
Wait, what are
correctly.
the
All right.
options?
It's surf and turf. It's
Surf
chicken
and
fried
turf,
steak. It's split pea
Chicken
soup.
fried steak, split pea soup, enchiladas,
That's 4. We got
And-
obviously we got the other we got the
ravioli.
other 5 entrees as well.
Okay,
we got
I'm
the
eating. Hold
ravioli.
on.
We have the salmon pescataria.
But you close your eyes. Don't peek.
I'm not
See if you
peeking.
can guess
It's
which
in my
entree
mouth.
this
How
is.
could I even see it?
Oh, you already put it in there?
Yeah, I'm chewing.
Wow, your husband
She's
has a
fast.
nice touch.
She's
Okay,
fast.
I see. I didn't even feel that.
Yeah, I'm a fast chewer.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I know it.
Which one was it? Hang on, wait, let me get my phone out.
Hang on. Let me get mine out.
Hey,
No,
what's
let me get mine
up?
out.
What's up? This is a TikTok entree challenge.
Yo, what's up? Okay, which button do I press? Okay, I push this one. Hey, what's up? This is the entree challenge.
Hi.
This is my wife here. She's got a mouthful of food. She's gonna be talking through it here for a
Still
moment. She has the
chewing.
food in question in her mouth right now, and she's about to hit us with and you can see the options here. We've got the salmon pescataria, the ravioli, the enchiladas, the chicken fried steak, the split pea soup, the surf and turf. We've also have the stewed greens and the jam burger and the veggie scallopini. And so which one is it?
Okay, I know what it is, and you tried to trick me, but you can't. It was water. It was a sip of water that you put in my mouth.
Can I get in? That was it. Can I get into the TikTok vid?
Yes, I knew it.
Can I get into the TikTok vid?
I knew it.
Nope,
I
I'm
knew
gonna
it.
be
It took
taking
me
all these followers for
forever to
myself.
chew.
What's up? This is some fucking weird ass guy. He's trying to get into our video here.
He's
that me and
alone
my
on
wife are
Valentine's
making.
Day.
Alone on
No,
Valentine's
I'm not.
Day.
I'm not a weird ass guy.
Where's your girl?
My name is Frank. My name is Frank Grew. I am not a weird guy.
Is it GRU?
Yes.
Like this Despicable Me man? Like the little guy
What?
with the scarf and the big nose from Despicable Me? Voiced by
You don't like my scarf?
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying the character grew. He got the minions.
Yes. Minions.
Banana.
I don't.
Are you serious? Wait, why are you taking your shirt off?
What?
Why do you have all those tattoos?
Who is that?
That's
Is
what
that-
all these yellow things are?
Those
What are
are
all these
minions.
yellow things?
Those are minions. It says banana across your chest.
Because I love bananas.
You have a heart with the
All right.
name Kevin on it. You have a heart with the name Kevin on it. That's the name of a minion.
Oh. Well, I mean,
That
that's
could be
a
anything.
lot of people are
yeah,
named
that
Kevin.
could be
yeah.
anything. You're right. You win this round.
All right. I couldn't pass the TikTok challenge. I've done this like 40 times.
Wait, you've been recording this whole time?
Yeah, that's why I got all these entrees. I keep trying to do the TikTok challenge. I keep losing.
You haven't had a single one right?
No, I keep guessing wrong.
Okay. All right, honey, you're going to guide my hand into his mouth, and we're going to get this one, okay? All right, I'm going to pick one of your foods, and and my husband's going to guide my hand into your mouth, all right? You have to keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
And we're going to guess, and you're going to get it right. You are not going to fail the entree challenge. Let's go. Here comes the airplane.
Let's get the fuck out of here, honey. Come on.
No,
Come on.
I want to do this. I want to see him win.
Come on, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, if he wins,
Ow,
we can do whatever you want.
Come on, pick up.
Ow! Ow! You're poking me.
Pick up all our food, put it on his table. They're gonna think that he paid for it. They're gonna stick him with a check.
Perfect,
Come on,
perfect. But let him guess
Put it on his
first.
table. Come
Perfect,
on,
but
come
let
on.
him
Get
guess
your
first.
martini there. Put the martini over on his table. Come on. He's not gonna keep.
Okay,
he's
I'm
not gonna keep
ready.
his
My
eyes
mouth
closed
is
forever.
open.
Okay,
He's
here
gonna
comes
keep
the
those eyes closed
airplane.
forever.
I'm
Here
ready
comes
for
the
some
airplane.
strangers to put some food in my mouth.
Okay, here it comes.
I got TikTok pranked. I got entree pranked again.
What the hell happened? I came home last night, and you're supposed to be looking after the place. All the windows are broken. My ladies are in tatters. Half my lovely ladies are missing. What's going on here?
I have no idea. I didn't do that. I've been waking up at the crack of dawn every morning to come here and take care of the little ladies. I've been following the tomes to the letter. I have memorized the map. I've memorized the Rodney decimal system, and I've let it guide me all the way. And I don't know what's going on.
I'm off at TechCrunch selling my app, and I come back here. I'm trusting somebody to be looking after my ladies, and this looks like you've been asleep on the job.
I don't know. It could be anything. Like, it could be a robber throwing a brick through the window and coming in.
What the hell happened to the dame here? The dame, she's in tatters. She's... Oh, and little Missy. Little Missy Johnson. Little Missy Johnson, she looks like she's been...
I swear I don't know what happened. I didn't do any of this. I told you I need this.
I'm not accusing... What the fuck? I'm not accusing you of doing it. I didn't accuse you of doing it. That's insane.
So
I don't
do
think
I still
you
get the
came
40
over here and
bucks?
you tore all my lovely ladies up and you ripped their asses up. I don't think you came through and broke my windows and ripped up my lovely ladies' asses. I think you didn't stop somebody else from doing it.
But you didn't ask me to house sit. You asked me to take care of the ladies and to learn the Rodney decimal system, and I did all that. So I need my 40 bucks.
Brother, the Rodney decimal system is in shambles. I wanted the library first. It's a fucking train wreck in there.
So you had a robber.
You had a robber. I was in absentia.
This isn't my house.
I was down there at TechCrunch fucking selling my app. That's all I can focus on. I told you before I left. I said I can't be looking at the...
Okay, sorry. I'm confused about this app. All right. So it's like it's a dating app?
Oh yeah, brother, you can swipe on it to your heart's content.
Yeah, you keep saying you can swipe on it, but you're not confirming that it's a dating app.
You can use it for... Okay, so here was the thing. Is if you look at your typical dating apps, what are they for? Romance. And I said, what if we could take that same type of premise and just make it for whatever the fuck you want? So pretty much, if you're looking for a link up or like you can swipe, and a lot of these apps you can only swipe two ways, right? Which ways could you swipe? You could swipe left.
Seems like the
you could
central focus of this app
right.
is that I can swipe a lot.
Yeah, we actually have what we call octagonal swiping on the app. And that's why we called the app Octo, is because you can swipe in.
Yeah.
The traditional app only allows for
So what happens when I swipe, though? I swipe and then...
swiping.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you do swipe, well, what happens is it depends on which way you swipe.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really going to depend. So that's not a question that I could answer just kind of prima facie, blank slate, because it really is going to have to depend on which way you are swiping, brother.
So, okay. So I open this thing. This thing is taking all the data from my phone. I'm literally opening all the data in my phone for this app.
Hey man, it's a favor for me to be answering these questions, by the way. I mean, you already bought the fucking thing. You already bought it, and you signed for it too. You bought it and you signed for it, and we signed for it in blood, and we cut each other's hands, and we pressed the blood to each other's palms.
I just got excited.
And that was because you asked for that. You said you wanted to cut each other's hands. I said, I don't want to do that. You said, we got to do it, brother.
Yeah.
And we did
that's
it.
all true. I, as your legal counsel, I have all the notes from the stenographer, and that's exactly what happened. So
your lawyer is fucked, man. I got to say this. She's busted. Because
what the hell?
Really, hey, I tell
I'm
it
just
like
a person,
it is. I tell it like it is. You're busted as hell. You let him sign for this thing for the octo,
he did this without my knowledge. I'm just looking back on the notes. I wasn't here. He didn't ask me. If he had asked me, I would have said, this is an app where you just swipe on random photos, not even necessarily of people. It could be anything. It could be people. It could be plants. It could be animals.
Most of them aren't photos or aren't people.
I'll tell you what, it's not random. Okay, so there's where you're wrong.
It seems random.
You're out of the gate. The first thing you're wrong on is that it's random, because it's not random. And which way you swipe is not random either. Which way do you think he's going to swipe?
Wait, the app chooses which way I swipe?
Which way do you think he's going to swipe right now? I bet you don't know.
Octagon. But the main one.
It's not a way. You can't swipe in the center. You have to swipe. And the app can't swipe for you. It's a choice you have to make. But the app knows which choice you're going to make.
Damn. And what's the point? Like, what do I get at the end of it?
Well, it's the question that drives us, isn't it, my friend?
All right, Mr. Dickerson, this is Colleen. She's going to be one of my PR consultants here.
Another one?
I brought her in.
Yeah, I've worked on everybody. So you're going to want to listen to what I have to say.
Yeah.
I've worked on everybody.
Okay, because he's brought me a lot of you people. And they've all had to go for one reason or another. They've all had to go.
That's why I have to keep bringing in people, because you keep saying things like you people.
Yeah, and I just feel like we are getting to the bottom of the Rolodex here. Don't tell me that Rolodex doesn't have a bottom, because it's a circle. We're getting to the end of the Rolodex here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Colleen's the best.
I am the best.
She waited because she wanted a challenge.
Yeah. And you really fucked up this time. So that's why I'm here.
I didn't know. I didn't know what was in the candy. I couldn't have known what was in the candy. I didn't know that many kids were going to get sick from it. And besides, it says you should only take one. And if they'd only taken one, we would be in a different situation right now. But
okay,
now,
well, as you can probably guess, the town of Sleepy Hollow takes Halloween really, really seriously, and now there's no kids left to do the parades, to do to pretend to be the headless horseman and ride on the horse and fall off and all that kind of stuff. So you can kind of say what you want, all you want, but at the end of the day, you got to fix the situation if you're going to be mayor of this town.
Mm-hmm. So we came up with a worse. We came up with a worse scandal. What we want to do is we want to distract the public from
the Halloween
fact
thing.
That you basically microdosed half the children's population.
That was how we got in. Okay, I just want to put out there that was how we got into this whole thing. That was how we got into this whole thing to begin with, if you recall.
So there's a previous scandal that we were distracting from with the microdosing thing.
Yeah, because the last one of these people that you brought me, she said that if we just microdose the kids with the candy at Halloween, then it would blow the smoke away. It
distracted from your comments about bald people.
It would blow the smoke away. The bald people. And don't even get me started on...
And no one's talking about it. No one's talking about the bald people comments now. Everyone's talking about the microdosing. Yeah. So Colleen and I have devised a strategy. Plan. Yeah, so we're going to create a worse scandal than the microdosing.
And I think you're going to like this one, actually. Because you're going to cheat on your wife.
Sign me up. I'm just kidding. You guys aren't recording this, are you?
No, of course not.
No, because that would be... that's a very interesting idea to me. It's a very interesting idea to me that you
I
come
thought
with
this
me
one might
here.
appeal for. Yeah, I thought it might appeal to you.
Because I remember that in terms of the microdosing of the kids, I was very skeptical of that one.
Which is why you were pretending up
of
until right now that you didn't know it was happening.
getting the dose right and everything.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what they told me. That's what the last one of you people told me was she said
you can just say women. All right? You can just say women.
yeah. Well, and they all have been women, but that's neither here nor there. And she had told me she said basically dig your heels in, never admit anything, dig your toes in, put your nose to the ground, put your ear to the grindstone, and don't admit anything. And that's what I did. And that's what got us here. But in terms of the cheating thing, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, your ears perked up when we said that.
Yeah, like a dog.
Looks like you got,
And your head cocked to the
notebook there.
side
It
like
looks
a
like you
dog.
already got some name. It looks like you already got some names in this notebook.
Oh
here.
yeah, that's just my list of names I keep for
These are potential women
I would
want to
cheat my wife with. Yeah,
that makes
so
sense because it says
I can
you
actually
people at
explain
the top.
I can explain the book. Yeah, it says you people. That's to keep.
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to get Sofia Vergara. I I think that's out. So let's go ahead and cross her off
so
the
we can
list.
just go down the list here. Let's kind of go through the.
Yeah.
Go through the.
Yeah.
Name another one of
Sandy,
you people you'd be happy to.
Sandy Bullock.
Sandy Bullock.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And we're just kind of going through the S's here. We've got Salma Hayek next. And then we have this one could be interesting. This is Sue. You guys know
Sarandon?
Sue, right? Yeah, Sue Sarandon, and then right below her is
You got Shrek wife. What is
we're
Shrek
getting
wife?
into the that's my buddy's I have this that's my buddy Mike Shrek. And then his wife has always been like really cool to me. In terms of like
okay.
she's just pretty dope to hang out with and kick it with.
Craig, what's up, man? Can I get you a beer or something? What did you need to talk to me about?
I can't drink right now. I'm sick to my stomach, brother.
Oh man, shit, dude, you got a bug going around or something?
Yeah.
Have you tried these hibiscus ales?
I got the love bug, man. They got me. They got me trying to. It's gonna sound crazy. This is gonna sound crazy.
Do you mind if I have one?
Knock yourself out. You know. Knock yourself out. I know it's 1 p.m.
It's 8:30.
No,
Is it 1
it's 1
p.m.?
I was gonna. You
check
didn't
my
let me
clock.
finish. I was gonna say it's 1 p.m. somewhere, which I know is your mantra.
Yeah, I try to make it to 1 p.m. till I crack these suckers open, but I think I'm gonna have a little morning.
What's going on? Is the wife busting your balls again?
Yeah, she's perfect, man. I love her.
It's
so
like I
much.
said. If you ever need me to take her off your hands.
Yeah, I know. You say that a lot, man. No, I love her. She's we started doing couples therapy.
Yeah.
And God, not because anything's wrong, just to kind of like learn a little bit more about each other. And
I know a lot of
been
times
working
they
on just saying like thank you for small things, like it's acts of gratitude. And man, she does. There's so much. It's like I feel like I'm always saying thank you.
Cindy. Cindy. She got me this new bow tie the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's amazing. We're lucky men.
she's
am
always
I
doing
right?
little stuff like that for me.
Yeah.
And I never know what the hell to say. I never thought of. I
just feel
kind of
so
blowing my
terrible
mind
'cause
here.
I just feel so terrible because I can't. Between us, I can't be intimate with her.
And what is the problem? Is it the emotional? It's the emotional component. You don't have that emotional connection? Because that's what it
I
is.
sat on a Botox needle.
You what?
I sat on a Botox needle.
Yeah. I've heard about that because it makes your because it makes your
my cock looks like 10 years younger. But it's like totally.
It's totally immobile, right? Because what it does is it hardens it up straight like a flagpole, but then
didn't harden mine. Did not harden mine. Ben, Sarah, thank you guys so much for doing that. So fun. We got a quick plug section. So first off, where can people find you? And then any other projects or anything you might want to plug? Sarah, let's start with you.
Sure. Yeah, you can find me on the artist formerly known as Twitter as Sablah, Sablaah. I'm joking on there from time to time, and I'm also on Blue Sky with the same name. I'm joking on there less until I see something that makes me want to joke on there. And that's if you want to listen to mine and Ben's podcast, it's called Please Save Me. And Crimewatchers, they are both podcasts that are recap shows for shows that are made up. The shows don't exist, and they're very fun. Dan, you were on an episode, one of my favorites of all time, of Please Save Me. Those are my plugs. Sablah on social, and listen to backlogged podcasts.
Yeah, they're linked in the show notes. Ben, anything for you?
Oh my God, thank you so much for having us.
I meant to say that too.
Don't worry, Sarah, you'll never get the invite again now.
That's all right.
No, of course, guys. Thanks for doing it. It was so good seeing you guys.
You can find me on Twitter primarily at Limitless Jest. You can also find, plug a couple other things. A while back, can always use some more views on YouTube. Sarah and I made a short on YouTube called One Gotta Go about a meme that comes to life, and that's featuring the acting talents of Dan White.
Wow, this is the most plugs I've ever been associated with.
Yeah, that's right. And you can also find some of my humor writing on the New Yorker online. I just had a piece go up recently, so I'd love it if some more eyeballs got on that, so that at the end of the year I can be in the most read roundup, for which I see no compensation.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I don't think I have. Actually, I do have a plug this week.
Let's hear it.
I have started keeping a big tub of cherry tomatoes on my counter, and I snack on them all day. And it's a great way to get veggies. Get the giant, 1.5, 2 pound bucket of cherry tomatoes. Wash them all off. Let them sit there. Just pop them in throughout the day. Send your, I know they're a fruit, but I don't know if they're fruit or vegetable. Whatever it is, send that.
Glycine or something like that in it, right? Isn't there something in a tomato? Lycopene. That'll turn you into a werewolf.
Yeah.
So maybe, but I feel like I'm eating healthier. I feel healthier. That's my plug this week.
I love that. I love tomatoes. One of my favorite foods.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks so much for doing this. It was so good seeing you, and we'll have you back on soon.
Thanks, Dan.